Well, the dry weather continues, but at least we are feeling more comfortable out there with low dew points making it feel not that bad, even though temperatures are rising into the upper 80s and lower 90s. And let's take a look. Yesterday we were 89 degrees, starting out at 62, which was a little bit above normal on the high and a little bit below on the low, and so it kind of all averaged out. What's not averaging out is the rainfall. Look at that. Around 6/10 ahead of normal for a change for the month, but about 10 inches behind for the rainfall so far this year. And over the last month, it's been a topsy-turvy month. We started out very, very hot, and then we had a couple of weeks of not so bad weather. And then, of course, the last 2 weeks, the reverse of that. It was well above 100 degrees in many locations, and we ended up on the above side. And over the summer, we've had several days of 100 plus, 2 in June, 5 in July, and then several in August. So about 2 weeks of 100 plus so far this summer. Hopefully, we're not going to see any more 100 plus degree readings, but we'll have to wait and see on that. It's going to get close, and radar right now is pretty much clear across the entire area. Dew points, though, are low, and that's what's making it feel at least comfortable out there with warm afternoons, generally in the 50s. A few 60s starting to show up down in Oklahoma, but on the dew point tracker scale, that's still not bad. Most of it is pleasant, and hopefully that will continue into the weekend. And speaking of the weekend, rain chances are going to remain low, at least for the first part of the weekend, pretty much close to zero over the next 36 hours. We've been watching several systems on the East Coast. Of course, Adelia now moving off the coast of Carolina. We do have an upper level low sitting over the Gulf Coast, and then this ridge of high pressure out towards the west. And it's that ridge that caused all the heat wave last week. And unfortunately, this ridge is going to start building back into our area as we go into the weekend. And that means the hot weather is going to return, but at least with this upper level low in the area, we're going to be in this northeasterly wind direction, and that's a dry direction. It keeps lower dew points advecting in from the north and east, and that makes it at least comfortable, especially in the overnight and early morning hours. And as we go through the early part of next week, this upper level low is going to get a little bit stronger, and maybe some moisture is going to start to come up from the south, and that's when we start to see isolated showers and thunderstorms in our forecast. Rainfall amounts, though, are going to be very light, especially in southeastern Kansas and northeast Oklahoma. The best chance of precipitation is going to be off towards the east, where maybe they'll pick up a tenth or so, but most areas are going to remain dry as a bone all weekend long. Temperatures this afternoon are going to rise into the upper 80s and lower 90s, and then as we go into tonight, again because of the dry air, temperatures are going to be falling down into the 50s and lower 60s, so at least very comfortable out there. And then as we go into Saturday or Friday afternoon, we'll see temperatures again close to 90 degrees, especially in southeast Kansas. Then Saturday morning, lows a little bit milder, still 50s to the east, 60s to the west, and then Saturday afternoon looking pretty nice as well, partly cloudy with highs in the mid-90s in southeast Kansas, upper 80s off towards the east. And then as we go into Sunday morning, lows will still be pretty much in the 60s across the area. Over the next 7 days, the dry weather continues through most of the weekend, maybe a pop-up storm or two as we head into Labor Day, but then next week it gets hotter with temperatures in the mid-90s.
Making garlic spaghetti squash in the Mr. Food Test kitchen. We'll be right back.